Welcome back to my channel, everyone. SREETIPS here. Some previously recorded footage of a video that was released earlier by me. This is some 14K gold, and we're going to put it in a melt dish. I'm going to take it out onto my melt table, and we're going to melt this up and add some sterling silver. This is called inquartation. We're going to make an alloy that's 25% pure gold and 75% base metals and silver. Now we're going to stir it up real good with a graphite rod to make a nice even alloy. And then I'll pour the molten metal into a metal container of water to form granules of 25% gold alloy. I transfer the inquarted gold to a glass beaker. We rinse all the tap water off with some distilled water. And now I'm going to use some Ruto Professional Drain Cleaner, which is 93% sulfuric acid. And we're going to do sulfuric acid boils to pull all the silver out and all the base metals out of that inquarted gold with sulfuric acid. Once I'm done removing the silver and the base metals with the boiling sulfuric acid, I'm going to pour off that liquid that will contain silver and copper. We'll recover the silver out of that liquid later on. Now we're going to rinse well with distilled water. And at this point, we have nearly pure gold, very close to 3/9 fine, just like it is. To get it to a higher level of purity, what I'll do is dissolve the gold using hydrochloric acid and hydrogen peroxide. I add the hydrochloric acid first, set it up on the heat, and start heating it up. And here I have some 29% hydrogen peroxide from our local hydroponics store. And I'm going to add the hydrogen peroxide now into the hydrochloric acid and gold mixture, and we're going to dissolve the gold with hydrochloric acid and hydrogen peroxide. The HCl and 29% H2O2 do a good job of dissolving our gold, and it alleviates us from having to worry about nitric acid in our gold solution because we aren't using any nitric acid. Here you see I cooled the solution down with some ice cubes that were made out of distilled water. Then we filter out any solids, and now I'll add the filtered solution to a clean beaker. And then what we'll do is we use some stump out or sodium metabisulfite to precipitate out the pure gold. I allow the gold to settle completely, and then now what we're going to do is pour off the waste solution and get to our pure gold powder that's settled on the bottom of that beaker. Next, I rinse it very well with some distilled water and a little bit of hydrochloric acid. Here's a look at our pure gold. It looks beautiful, just like it is after this first refining. But now what I want to do is add some more hydrochloric acid. I'm going to set it back up on the heat and use hydrogen peroxide to dissolve it a second time. After dissolving the gold for a second time, I cool it off with some ice cubes and filter it a second time. And now what we're going to do is add the solution to a clean beaker. And this time we're going to do a precipitation, but with a different precipitant. We're going to use ferrous sulfate to precipitate out our pure gold for a second time. Precipitating with ferrous sulfate is highly desirable because it will precipitate only the gold out of our solution and make a very pure gold powder. Now we're going to pour off the waste solution. I'll rinse it several times with distilled water and with hydrochloric acid to get all the ferrous sulfate off of there. And then once we get these rinses done, what I'll do is I'll add some more hydrochloric acid and put it up on the heat. And we're going to dissolve it a third time using 29% hydrogen peroxide. Here we're going to filter it a third time and get it ready for precipitation. But this time what we're going to do is set up an So2 gas generator. And I've got some SMB in that flask, some sulfuric acid in a funnel. I drip the sulfuric acid into the SMB, and that will make So2 gas. And then we'll bubble that through our solution. First, I want to dilute this solution because this reaction works best with a dilute solution. And here we go. I'm going to open the acid drip to the SMB, and we're going to start bubbling So2 gas into our gold solution. All right, this is about 20 seconds into the reaction. I'm going to leave the camera on here and see if we can capture the entire precipitation here. It shouldn't take long. It should only take about 1 minute to precipitate the gold out of this solution with the So2 gas. This is real time. I do not have it on time lapse. I can see the color of the solution is turning there. See it turn pale yellow. It's getting lighter and lighter. And here in a minute, it'll go almost completely clear right there. Somebody wanted me to get a test on this at this point. See if I can get in there and get some of this on a piece of filter or on a test strip here. And you can see it's staying clear. It's kind of neat looking. I'm going to put some stannous on this thing. I really don't have a big reaction. I'm going to shut the flow of acid off in our gas generator. And now what we'll do is take our delivery tube out and get it out of the way. Notice how it's got gold caked up on it. Pure gold powder is absolutely gorgeous. It's almost got a red color to it. Our triple refined pure gold is ready to be melted into a bar. Here I'm going to pour off the waste solution. We're going to rinse it and get it into a melt dish and melt us up a nice pure gold bar. Here's our little loaf of pure gold. Came out looking real nice. Got a nice shape to it. Let's see what we got for a weight on this. We got 10.9 grams of pure gold. That's 1/3 of a troy ounce of pure gold. Magnificent. This is our nice high purity 3/9 fine gold bar necklace, handcrafted by yours truly. It'll come in this little case just like this, and we'll put this up for sale on my eBay site. Triple refined gold. You can see how I did it in the video, and this is how it will come. It's got a 14K gold chain. The little bar is 10.7 grams. Alright, this will conclude the video. I'll include a link to my eBay store in the description of this video. Thank you for watching.